Cancel.
Schweezy.
Finally, our last question of the evening. Can you build charisma? Building charisma. So there's like YouTube channels. So it's like charisma on command and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a weird topic I want to talk about because you could say, I don't want to be like, you need to change yourself to make people like you. Because when you think about this idea of charisma, that's kind of a topic that comes up. And I never want to be like, hey man, change yourself for other people. Oh fuck, don't fucking do that. Don't change yourself for other people. Other people suck. However, though, there is some things I do want to say that you should probably think about when you think, you're like, women don't like me. And you're like, do you come across as a confident person? And you're like, no. I'm like, women like confident people. And you're like, fake it till you make it or become a confident person. And you're like, I'm not a confident person. I'm like, yeah, I get that. And like, don't change yourself for other people and stuff like that. Don't change that shit for, other people. Charisma is kind of similar because I would never say change yourself to become a charismatic or a person with charisma. I never say that. But if you want to have charisma, kind of just focus. It's more like, that's more like working on yourself. And I do encourage that. I don't encourage changing yourself to make other people happy, but work on charisma that makes you happy. I meet girls and I walk by and I'm like, you know what? Let's smile and nod at a girl and see if she kind of reciprocates those actions. And so, like, I'll go to a store or whatever, and and I see a girl I think is cute, and I'm like, what's up? Or whatever, like a nod and show her interest, and then you try to see her smirk and smile and shit like that. And like, yeah, there we go. That's charisma. And you think like that works for you, what doesn't work for you. So if you want to build charisma, I will say this is probably for someone who does actually want to build some charisma. First of all, is confidence. Now, if you don't have confidence, it's called make-believe. And if you don't know how to pretend to do things, take some drama classes or whatever, and then you learn how to act a little bit, at least learn a little bit of acting, and then you'd be like, act like a person who's confident in themselves. Or just pretend that you're confident, Sometimes a lot of times it's just pretending that you're charismatic, pretending that you're confident and shit like that. And people think like, you're pretty cool. And I'm like, I pretend a lot, I have anxieties. I mean, I take meds for my anxiety. I thought I forgot my meds today. And stuff like that. Charisma is just confidence with a little bit of swag, as most people would say. You just gotta own up to a little bit of swag and, be a little cool person, Don't change yourself for anyone, but charisma, and I think the last thing I want to say about this is, that person, when you think about charisma, you think about a specific person who has that charisma. Kind of act like them, but try not to be a copycat of them, but copy what parts of them that you kind of like and make your own version of that and do that shit. Because I do think charisma will go a long way. I know charisma, confidence, and shit like that. Charisma and confidence definitely go hand in hand. So make sure you remember have your own, to fake your own confidence and shit like that. So if you have that, I think you're good to go. Hey there, you just checked out a highlight from Cancel Schweezy. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you learned something and that you are now a smarter individual. Just so you know, we have full episodes and other many highlights available now. Click here for the next best thing that you can go check out as well. And make sure you press that subscribe button and press that notification bell. That way you get updated anytime we make a new post or anytime that we make a new highlight or full episode. So thank you, honk if you love butt drugs, and stay awesome.